guys, we're going to get started on this video with the chili. I told you yesterday that I was cooking the ground beef to get it going, or to get it ready for today, so I didn't have to do that, to make it easier. So, I've got this, and I don't even have me a spoon over here. Like, not one that I have spoons, or I wouldn't have had this, but not one that I was going to use. But anyway, this has been in the refrigerator all night, so it's a little bit stuck together. Oh, I'm glad I didn't lose that. That would have been shameful. Jeffrey, the hamburger meat tried to run away. And this is day, what is today, Jeff? 12? Yes, day 12 of the Eat at Home challenge. And Jeff is actually making himself deer sausage. What is it? What were you looking at? What is wrong with my chili? There's not chili. There's no chili. Okay. So he's gonna drain and rinse the cannellini beans for us. And this is one of the cans of tomatoes. And there's the other can of tomatoes. I used to not put tomatoes in my chili, and for some reason I decided to do it. Do you remember why I decided to do it, Jeffrey? You told me to? Oh, okay. Anyway, I started out putting one can of tomatoes in, and eventually went up to 2. Those tomatoes do look different, but they're a different brand, but we don't care. There's the chili beans. We didn't talk to you about this, Jeffrey, but Noah and I decided to put corn in it too. Do you have objections about that? No? Okay. I mean, if you do, it's fine. We don't have to put it in there because we haven't gotten there. Okay, here's one can of cannellinis. You actually washed the corn for me. Did you notice some? Did you notice there was corn? Nope. Okay. Alright. Do what? Chili is throw together stuff? Well, it does have a certain basis. I hope this is not making a terrible noise as I do this. Maybe I should get my other little... Now, them chili beans were different than them other ones. These... No, what? Okay. Were these the same date on them? I don't know. I can't tell. Because I already, the lids are in different places. That was July 24. That was December of 23, but I don't know if it's the right lid. I don't know. Maybe, well, I have noticed that the Aldi, some of the Aldi stuff is a little bit different than what it was. Because we've been shopping at Aldi, how many years, Jeff? 4 or 5 years? I mean, it hadn't been here that long. But we used to go an hour away to shop there, like, every once in a while, and we would load up. One time, in fact, there's a video on my channel where we loaded up the whole back of the truck and the back seat of the truck full of canned foods and all that kind of stuff. We had like a year's worth of canned foods in that one trip. Alright, and there's the corn. Now, we've never done corn before. If we hate it, we won't do it again. That's what we always say. If we hate it, we won't do it again. If I hate it, we won't do it again. If they hate it, we won't do it again. But if I hate it, it ain't going in there again, even if they like it. Right, Jeff? Huh? You didn't even hear me. I said if I hate it, it's not going in there, even if y'all like it. But if y'all hate it, it's not going in there, even if I like it. Let's just say if anybody hates the corn, it's not going back in. Plain and simple. And I don't like the way that did. Get my little... I usually open the other end, but that thing's making me fight, so I'm not doing it. I'm just going to use this. And that works just fine. Actually, that might be a little bit easier. But I used to not have little silicone spatulas that were this size. I used to only have the big size. But I got these sometime last year, I think. Get all that goodie off of there. Alright. And the last thing I'm putting in there is chili powder. And I do have it already on high. And I do use a lot of chili powder. So, don't freak out whenever you see the amount. Then I stir it up real good because I want to get that tomato paste stirred in. And all the seasoning stirred in. And now it's just going to sit here in the crock pot till time to eat. Well, it's going to have to be in here for at least 3 hours, I would say, for all the flavors, for it to get hot and all the flavors, like, heated through, is what I'm trying to say, and all the flavors to get together. At least 3 hours. Because everything in there is already cooked. There's nothing raw. But if you don't have it's time for the flavors to marry, then it's not gonna be very merry. And if you need to add more of what do you call it? Chili powder, you can. Now, because I had already cooked the ground beef, I could have just put this on the stovetop, but I liked it better whenever we put it in the crock pot and let it cook for all day. I liked it better than just doing it on the stovetop. It just had a deeper flavor. Alright, so there's that. And supper's going to be ready, and I don't have to think about it. Okay, so here's the deer sausage that I was talking about. This is what we made a while back, anyway. And he just pulls it out of the freezer and fixes him up some whenever he wants it. And that'll be his breakfast. I'm probably going to have a bagel. Okay, guys, just finished the Bible study. Thankfully, I was able to start again with my phone for the live. I didn't have to. I know y'all guys would have been alright. You guys, not y'all. Whatever, it don't matter. I know you would have been okay if I had not been able to continue it. And I know that I was all over the place because my nerves. But I am so grateful that I already had put the chili in the crock pot because it actually was done. It's good. I'm going to put it down on warm because it'll be, I don't know how long because the power went out. And let me get my phone so I can, I gotta watch on, duh. Let me set my time. But anyway, I've got to, it's an hour almost that Noah will be home. I have not set the time on here in so long that I don't know. Let's see. There. No, that's not how you do it. Okay. That's how you do it. Okay. Anyway, I need to grate some cheese. I need to put this up too because it's not dirty. I need to do a lot of things. I need to clean up where Jeff had breakfast. I need to empty the dishwasher. But since I'm just gonna talk to y'all while I'm over here washing my hands. Since I touched the camera, I need to wash them. But I gotta get my little grater out. And y'all, I don't know, Jeff's magic or something. He can cause that thing that he can make it stick. I can't, but it's okay. It still works. It works for him anyway. So I'm not gonna worry about it. If it doesn't stick, look at me touching my hair. Now I gotta wash my hands again. If it does, I got water all over myself. Y'all, I'm a mess. The weather has been crazy. There's tornadoes that happened around us like an hour away. There was very bad storm damage in a town that's about 15 minutes, 20 minutes away from us. One of Jeff's co-workers lives over there. Actually, 2 of them lives over there. Let me wash my hands again. Now my phone's ringing. Let me go get that.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
Okay, so this is the way I eat my chili, with a little cheese on top. And Noah's already had his, but I'm just gonna let this cool, put it away, fix Jeff a work bowl too. And that's what we're having for dinner tonight. I know I said it and stuff, but this is what it actually looks like, and this is what happens to your cabinet. Just noticed that, so I gotta clean it up. But anyways, yeah, and I'm sorry. Okay, I know I was supposed to be showing y'all me doing the cheese, which I did. I just didn't talk. So I'm not sorry about it, but yeah, anyways, I still cannot get that thing to stick. It's me, y'all. It's all me. But I'm okay with that. I know that I'm not a sticky person, I guess. But we don't have internet, so I don't know how this video is going to work out. I'm just sitting y'all anywhere. But I'm going to eat my dinner with some crackers, saltines. And I will see y'all when I'm doing something, I guess. I really don't know because I don't have any books. I didn't ask Jeff to take any books down. So I don't have books to go through today. Don't have clothes to do. The only thing I have to do is the dishes. So I guess I'll do that with y'all. Maybe I'll clean the kitchen or something. I don't know. Honestly, after today with the storm, I don't want to do anything except nothing. I just don't want to do anything. I don't know why. I get like tired, I guess, or it's not really tired, but whenever there's a storm or whenever it rains, I just want to curl up with a blanket and not do anything. But I'm not the only one. I've heard a lot of people say that. But yeah, anyway, I'll be back when I'm doing something. Okay guys, I was gonna do the dishes with y'all, but when I went over there, I found that somebody named Kathy did not load the dishwasher properly, and there was something stopping the little arm from spinning. So I wasted water and electricity and a dishwasher tab and time because they did not wash properly, and I had to do it all over again. So I won't be emptying the dishwasher with you guys. So I don't really know what else I'm going to do. So I decided, since I don't have anything I'm physically doing, and I don't really want to physically do anything, I'd talk to you guys about some things. One of them is my sweet friend Val. She, from the Whites, that's her name of her channel and her Instagram. She brought something up that I had thought about before, but I want to share it with y'all now that she brought it up. You know how I've been purging, right? And everything that we purge, I give away. I haven't been trying to do a yard sale. I haven't been trying to do any of that stuff. The main reason I'm not trying to do those kinds of things is because those kinds of things are super annoying. I don't have Facebook to put things on Facebook Marketplace, so I couldn't do that. So I've just been donating things. But something she said in a comment, I think it was a comment or just a message on, anyways, doesn't matter. She said that the things that I'm giving away will benefit someone else. This is not her exact words, but this is what I got from it. But like, I know that the corporation or the thrift store that I give everything to, I know who they're donating to. They donate to Make-A-Wish, and I know Make-A-Wish is a good, from what I understand, a good, I want to say corporation, but that's not right. A good charity. Yes, that's what it is. So everything that I'm giving to them is like a donation I'm making, but it's giving to children, giving to people. And I don't feel bad about giving away something that I spent money on. And then not only are they taking the proceeds from what they sell and giving it to a wonderful charity, someone else gets to enjoy that product that I have given for a much cheaper price. So it's just something that she really made me think about it even more. I thought about it years ago. I thought about it, you know, because we've been doing purging for a while. She might even be the one that brought it up a couple years ago. I don't know. I think we've been talking for about 2 years now, maybe more. I'm not sure. Please don't beat me up. But anyway, it's an awesome way to look at what you're doing. You're not throwing things away as long as you know it's a good company that you're giving to. You're not wasting money. You're giving a donation. Just as if you were giving money, you're doing the same thing, except multiple people benefit from it. So I thought that was pretty cool, the way that she made me think about it. But another thing I want to talk about is I just talked to Jeff on the phone. Jeff is fine. Noah is fine. But several of you have contacted me to check on me, and I'm so grateful for that. Or to check on my family. I'm so grateful for that, because there was some devastation here in Alabama. And I was doing my live, and then afterwards, I did kind of look at the weather and the news, but I didn't really look. And I did see that there was tornadoes and different, you know, things that had happened. But when I talked to Jeff, he told me that he knew that, as far as he knew, 6 lives were lost during this today. So I want to ask all of you to pray for the ones who lost their family members. There was one of the guys that he works with that was on his way to work, that there was a mobile home in the middle of the road. So that means someone lost their home. There's multiple people who've lost their home. A lot of Alabama has no power right now in counties around us. We don't have internet, but who cares? I mean, there's people who lost their lives. And I know a lot of people are probably wah-wahing and complaining about not having their internet here in the city. But you know, that's nothing compared to what some of these people lost. They lost their lives, they lost their loved ones, they lost their homes, they lost their vehicles. One of the girls that works with him didn't come to work because she lives in the town where one of the bad tornadoes went through. She's fine physically, but the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I want to ask for all of you to pray for all of those in Alabama. And I know a lot of you already are, but some of you might not have heard about this. You might not have seen it on the news. Probably you have. There's people from all over sending me messages asking me if we're okay. So a lot of you have. And you don't live in this state. Some of you don't live close to this state at all. You live like 1,000 miles away. So I'm very grateful for your love and your concern about us. We are fine. Noah's fine. Jeff is fine. I am fine. Our home is fine. Our cars are fine as far as I know. I haven't looked outside. But I don't think anything happened to our vehicles, because if it had, Noah would have said something whenever he came home. Our animals are fine. We're fine. And as far as I know, everyone in mine and Jeff's family, they're fine. I haven't heard anything about them. They live further south. So this all happened really north of us. Mostly. But just keep Alabama in your prayers. And whenever anything like this happens, that's what we need to do. We need to go to God about it, because even though that person, you don't know them, your prayer might mean a lot to them in a way they never know. And that's okay. But I just want to say a little bit of something about that and bring up the point of what Val's point. I hope that's what she meant, but it really made me feel like, I mean, I didn't feel bad about getting rid of this stuff anyway. It makes me feel better to purge it, to get it out of the house, to give it to a charity. But thinking about it, I mean, it's not money, but it's very much similar. In fact, they'll probably make more money off of these books than I could ever afford to donate, if you really add up all these books that I'm getting rid of. And it makes me want to give away more that I was like iffy about. Because if I'm iffy about it, I probably don't need it. Not really. Because if I want it, I'm going to know that I want it. So, I don't know that there's anything else I'm doing with you guys, but I'm not going to close out the video right now because I don't want to close it out until I know. But I can't think of anything else. I don't have any laundry to do. All my clothes are put away. I've been doing really good with that. I caught up on everything before the Bible study so that I wouldn't have to think about, you know, any of that, and I could take my time and enjoy it. Which it was enjoyable, except the storm. But yeah, it was a little bit, it got a little rough here at times, but not as bad as other places. And I'm thankful for God's protection over us. And I will be praying for all of those who have lost whatever they lost in Alabama. So just keep my state in your prayers, and any other state that this may go through. I mean, this storm is all over. I mean, it's pretty widespread. I don't know how far it's going, but I know it's going across. I don't know where it started at. I didn't even know that it was supposed to be bad weather today, because Jeff usually tells me, and he didn't tell me till today, because he didn't think I needed to know until today, because it wasn't going to hit until today, and he knew it wasn't going anywhere. So anyway, thank you guys for the prayers that you will be praying, and I know you will do it. But I'll be back even if it's just to tell you bye. Okay, guys, I don't know what else to share with you guys. I can't think of anything to share, and I'm not going to make anything up. So, y'all know I'm trying to be as real as possible. Well, I am as real as possible, because what you see is what you get. I'm just this weird. What I'm doing is what I'm doing each day, and you see what I'm doing. Well, not everything. You don't see everything. So, since I still don't have internet, it's probably a good idea that this video is a little bit shorter, because I probably will have to use my phone to upload it, but I don't know. I've never actually used my phone to upload it, or to upload a video, so I don't know how that would even work. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. If you didn't, do them anyway, because you never know. You might like something I do later. Also, I didn't tell you, today is day 12 of Eat at Home. I don't think I told you. Jeff ate deer sausage. Did I show you the deer sausage? I don't even know. Did I show you his eggs? I don't even know. If I didn't, I'll throw a picture up right now. But I ate bagel for breakfast and coffee, and he had the other. I don't know if I told y'all that. Today has been weird. Very weird. The storms, like after finding out about the deaths and everything, it's been really sad for me. Not because I knew anybody, but just because whenever anybody loses a loved one, it's sad. It's really sad. Like, I'm not crying or anything, but there's a sadness there. And I've been praying for the families and the ones that, I mean, there's still people trapped from what I understand. I don't know. What little bit I can get, I get off of my phone, which I don't even like using my phone for like news and stuff, because it's so tiny. But anyway, I hope you did enjoy this video. I hope that you are well. I hope that if you are in the path of any of these storms, that you are okay. And I do hope you enjoyed what I did do. Did I say that 14 times? Probably so. But I'll probably say it again. If you liked it, do all the YouTube things. If you didn't, do them anyway. You might like something to do later. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Most importantly, this is really important. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing, because that is important to me. That does matter to me. I don't just say it. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.